ignore the fact that I'm doing silly contours. The contours don't have to be P-lines, but I'm kind of doing them as that at the moment. Oh, hold on, I'll get rid of my bubble and squeak. I hate that here. I'll repeat again for anyone that's watching this tape in a week's time trying to finish their contours. If you copy what I'm doing, you will not get very many marks. I'm sure it looks way different than what you're all coming up with at the moment. Hopefully, we have a problem Houston doing. I've been joining the wrong ones. What have I done?
Good 3 marks if you do that. 3 marks.
There's a 3 mark
42 goes around to 42, that's all right.
This guy's like you get 3 marks.
Okay, so I'm going to need a few helpers. Hopefully, this chap is moving into the right position to be my helper. Not you, mate? You're not a good helper? I'll add it. Never mind. I was going to offer half a mark if you help me, but never mind. That's okay. You can have my gun if you want to shoot yourself in the foot. Right. Let's. Oh, do you have the gun loaded? Right, that's all I need. It won't be hard stuff, promise. Okay, so the first, I don't know if you can see those green's not a very good colour. Let's go for perhaps white or maybe yellow. Is that better? Yeah. All right. So the first step is now over here we've got to kind of pretend that Oh, that is at a scale of 1 to 100, so, yeah, it's 10 XP. So this is our drawing for our existing site plan. We've got our contours in place now. We can make a second drawing later on for the long section. So the first step is to draw a line from a flat line from here to here, doesn't matter how long it is. And then we type the command align, A-L, oh no we don't. We copy this for as much as we want, which is pretty much that much, over to the other side. Because we want to try and keep that in the same position. Then we type the command, if you remember back to Ingrid, we type the command align, A-L-I-G-N, align. I'll write that up on the board. It's an important one. By the way, it's never a good idea to try and keep up with me. I have different ways of lassoing you and pulling you back again, and I have other ways of leading you into places where you can't recover.
Pause it, because it's doing nothing. Then when you hear something, then
Right, so that command that Ingrid taught you last semester,
no, it's not nothing at the moment, so then when you pause it, it will be long for no reason. But
sure how that is, but anyway,
click the
the
two.
command is up there, where is it, the midpoint of that line, right there. And that's going to go to that point there, and that point there, so that'll be the midpoint in that line, is going to go to that point there. One more enter, which, because we don't have a third point, and then if you want to scale it, no, in, enter, and what it did was it picked it up and it rotated it, and now I can't find it because it's crashed. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's fun today. It's it up there. Okay. So I now have everything nicely lined up and horizontal. So the next step is to draw lines up from where the center line of the pipe equals a contour. So let's find a contour. There's 41. Goes there, over there, back down here. Oh, that's probably not a good one. Let's try 42. There it is there. So I'm going to set my O-snap to intersection. And I'll do a line from 42, which is right there. Do I have it? Oh, it's the line. And I'm going to aim upwards, and I'm going to type 42. And this will be 42.2. That'll be 42.4. And I'll do another line up, 42.6, and so on. So obviously I'll play join the dots from the end point this time. And that eventually will give me a ground line profile along with the pipe is. Or will it? Now I did say this morning that I was hypnotising the whole class. and that you would completely forget what I said. But luckily, I'm an engineer, and I can do some double calculations all by myself. But it's going to get harder as time goes on. But we'll start with 42, because I do know that 2 times 42 is 84. So I'll go 84, and then I'll go a line from here. 2 times 42.2 is 84.4. And then I'll do another line from here, 84.8. And a line from here, 85.2. And a line from there, 85.6. Let's just make sure I'm doing everything right. So that was 42.8. Sorry, 42.8 down to there. And now I'll do the last one, which is 43, which will be 86. So that's the ground profile taking shape. Remember, amongst everything I just said before, it's stretched in a vertical direction. Thank you to all those who are repeating this course for keeping quiet. That spoils the excitement for everybody else. P line up from here, that's 86.4. P line from here up, double it, will be 86.8. And then 87.2. 87.6. And 88. Line from here, 88.4, 88.8, 89.2, 89.6, 90. Okay. I'm going to assume that days carry on in a very uniform fashion. I'm going to check now so we can get this. We're not all here at 6 o'clock at night. This one here is the contour number 48. 48 times 2.
96.
You say 96? That's good. You can look at my book. 96.4. 96. Eight. So instead of doing every single one, I did note that they were very consistent line here, so I'll cheat a little bit. What was that one, 42? 42. Um, 82. Look at that in a minute. That's 41. And that's tapering off down into the wetland, so 81, 46. .6, 81.2. Right, I'll keep that line consistently down there. Okay, so I have cheated a little bit, but I'm proud of it.
What is preaching?
Yeah. So normally I don't have as many contours as that, but I'm pretty sure your assignment, can someone please open up the assignment? It says that you need it every 5 metre contours, is it, every 5 metres on the long section, is that correct? Let's have a look at the assignment.
Yeah,
Every 5 metres? Okay. So we're going to delete most of those anyway. In fact, now that we've got the ground line, by the way, I cheated in here and I cheated over there. Normally what I've done here, you have to do all the way along. So now what I do is delete them all. And from this side here, I'm going to offset 5. Now those are going to become the critical points. Right. The next step is a height of datum. So if that's 0, how much do you think we should offset to get a height of datum? I'll do a line from here. So that's 100 there, it's a bit much. I think we've got to do an oddball one, probably somewhere around about 80. So if I offset 80, we get a datum line. Oh, it's just a bit too much. Offset 10. Right, I've got a datum line of 70 there from the bottom. Does everybody understand what I've just done? The bottom, the pipe itself at the bottom there is 0. So I've come off a datum line of 70. Or is it?
Not double.
Correct.
I shouldn't have said. Sorry.
That's alright.
I didn't. Sorry, Roger. I just, yeah.
That's alright. He's correct. It should have been double. In actual fact, if we did 30, if we offset 30, we get 1, 2, we get that line there. We're taking shape slowly. The next thing I'm going to draw is the pipe. Now, does anybody know the level at this end at manhole 1? 45 point. Okay, so I'm going to do a line from here, 45.65. 61. Enter. And then I'm going to do another line, 45.61. And that's the beginning of my pipe. Now, what slope is the pipe on? Does it say in the assignment? What's the grade?
12.28.
12.28. So that means we go along 100 and is it 12.28%, is it?
Yeah.
And down 12.28 and back up to there. Okay, so that's how you grade a pipe in AutoCAD without having to do all your mathematics. If you want to get it wrong. Because what have we just done? We went along 100, but we should not have gone down 12.28. We should have gone down 12.28 times.
We should do double.
That's right, which is 12.24.
25.6.
34.56.
12.28 is 25.
24.6.
Yes, it is. Yeah. 25.6. Aren't you pleased you're not helping me?
24.2.
We'll lose your voice. It's the interview being a scapegoat today. Okay, that looks better all up, doesn't it? Because it's below the ground line, and it's starting to look like it's not going to be a problem. So with engineering, we also produce long sections to see where our problem areas might be. And I might like to suggest that, well, let's put the platform on there and see what the story is first. So, what's the diameter of the pipe? Because we've just drawn the invert.
150.
450 millimeter.
So what's 450 in meters?
0.45.
0.45.
0.45, yeah, okay. So I've offset 0.45 and it's still well below the ground line, so in engineering we shouldn't have any trouble with that. Except once again it's wrong.
Double.
What?
Double.
Double? Yes. You're getting this double thing. Yep. So just like the rainbow, we double it. Offset 0.9. My meditation thing mustn't have reached you somehow. Yeah.
Like you're getting this double.
Bulletproof. Okay. Okay, so we've got a pipeline on there now. Okay, and we've got a ground line coming down on this. The interesting thing is that lengthwise, if we draw a line up from the end of the pipe there, and we do a line from here perpendicular to the top, then we've done our pipe. Wow. So that's one end of the pipe. The other end of the pipe goes from here to there. Okay. Height of datum. I want you to use 2 as an offset for this one here. Turn it out. I'll undo that. Well, I think it's about time I did a save because I don't want to have to redraw all this. It's just for you guys. There's I'll be here all night. 31. Okay, I'm going to trim that out now. Trim off the end of the pipe. Now the platform. I'll do this in white. So where the platform intersects the pipe, we draw a line up. And what height is the platform?
44.4 feet.
24.
44.
4.
44.
Oh, 44.
Yeah. Point 40.
That's interesting, the platform's... Oh, I must have got that number wrong. 44.4, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do another line up. 44.4. Ah, we have to do 44.4 again. Using myself. So the platform had to be doubled as well. So in white there is the platform. Trimming off. Now the batter slope on the right hand side is the cut. So it's 1 to 1. So we go along 1 and up 1. And back to here. So there's your batter slope for the cut. And on the left hand side is the fill. So we're going to go along 2, down 1, and that's the fill. Or is it? Which way?
It's one.
Horizontally or vertically? Vertically, correct. So really, a 1 to 1 is not, when you distort it, it becomes a really funny 1 to 1, because it goes 1 that way and 2 up. So that's what it looks like in the long section. And this one, goes from here two along,
Are you sure you switch
but 2 down. Because it's double. So extend that to the ground line. And we get our batter slope. There should be 2 up. And we trim it when it goes past just the ground line. So, I'll just go over what we've just done to get all this. This was the centre line of the pipe. We drew a line up from that, whatever the ground level was that we were intersecting with, but we doubled it. We then did the grade of the pipe. Sorry, we did this offset here. And I just did it 30 and then 30 again. So that is going to be 30. We may have to try and get 40 out of it and go up a bit higher. We'll see if that's going to fit on a page or not. Then we put the platform on, which was taking a line up to the level of the platform. And then we put the cut and quite a large piece of fill on there. But remember, it's distorted, so it might look like a large piece of fill, but it might not be as large as you actually think. Right, so that's relatively straightforward for you to follow the video and draw that. But I'll put it to you that, well, here it is here. Oh, there's two trees. So according to Ingrid's training last semester, which tree should I be putting on?
The lady.
The left-hand one. And the reason for that?
It's the one on the, okay.
The problem I've got is you both said left at the same time and it was a bonus half mark. So, I'll toss a coin, imaginary. And, you know, oh, I'm sorry, girls always win.
Okay, that's alright.
No, that's not right. You can both have half a mark, you both email me, right? The left-hand one, and the reason,
It's above the.
because it's the other one's behind you, or, yeah. So, the difference between Ingrid and I is I tell students